Did you start recording?
No, the light's just on and we're live.
Oh, are we? Are we? I don't believe you. This is some sort of government setup. Dude, my favorite thing to get lied to about was like, dude, you know what I found out the other day? Santa Claus isn't real. I'm real pissed about that, man.
I hate to tell you something, but neither is the Easter Bunny.
No fucking way. No. Bullshit.
Don't shoot up cool spirit.
Okay, so the Easter Bunny's not real. Tooth Fairy's real though, right?
Yes, but the one leaving you money is not the Tooth Fairy. The Tooth Fairy just takes your teeth.
Oh. But my high school bully was the Tooth Fairy?
The real Tooth Fairy was a friend you made along the way.
That's gay. I want my gold.
What are you, a leprechaun?
I am Irish. Could you imagine the Tooth Fairy, like, you wake up as a kid and you're like, I wonder what the Tooth Fairy left me, and you look under the pillow. There's just a solid gold brick with like a swastika in it. It's like Nazi gold.
A salt sticker.
I mean,
yeah.
You call it Nazi gold, but all I have to do is melt it down, and then it's just regular, probably blood.
No, the swastika's there forever.
No, that's not how that works.
You melt it down into a little golden swastika.
That's how that works. Welcome to Unintentionally Offensive. That douchebag's Andrew.
Hello.
This douchebag's Caden, and I'm Eric, the other douchebag.
We're all douchebags.
Yeah. You go to you go to the foundry, and like yeah, can you melt this gold bar down for me and just like redo it? And the guy goes, oh, ja. You get it back, and there's two swastikas on it now.
There's one on every side now.
There's no hiding it.
Yeah, you can't just put it upside down.
No, there's a swastika there too. It's everywhere.
So
yeah, you can't just put it upside down like you previously could.
When I worked at McDonald's, one of the things I did.
How do we go from Nazi gold to McDonald's?
It's related. Trust me. Trust me. So we had to put pies in the oven every now and then.
Green pies.
I was 15 when I started working at McDonald's.
15.
Right.
I was a very edgy kid when I worked at McDonald's. So what I did when I put the pies in the oven, instead of lining them up like you're supposed to, I just drew a swastika in pies.
Oh my god.
And then like 12 minutes later when they beep to go off, I'm not the one who takes them out.
Oh god. Did they say anything?
They started laughing because everybody who worked in the back was an edgy teenager or early 20-something.
I remember one time, I drew a swastika on like just a piece of paper in the middle of class. Like, not even meaning to, like, you know when you just like start doing lines and you accidentally make a swastika?
I love doing coke.
I like when I accidentally draw a symbol of hate.
No, I accidentally drew a swastika on my paper, and my teacher goes, why are you drawing that? And I'm like, I'm doing a report on the Nazis in a history class. And he goes, I want to see this report when you're done. So I had to make...
You had to make a fake report.
I made a fake report on, like, the fucking Nazis.
Was it entitled Why I Agree with Adolf Hitler?
No. I don't even remember. Dude, I put it together so half-assedly, like, over the course of, like, one, it wasn't a free period, it wasn't a study hall, it was, I forget what we called it. It was something really fucking stupid that we called it, but it was basically sit in this classroom, pretty much, sit in this classroom for an hour and watch YouTube if you're Caden. If you're every other kid in the class, do actual work because you're not caught up. Like, I would go into class every day, and it got to the point where that teacher, like, I'd just walk in there, and I'd be like, you need, like, proof that I did my work? Or she's like, no, I know you did it, just
I think your character's on her period.
What character? Oh, you're playing, right. Anyway, I thought you meant my teacher. I was like, she's not a character, she was a real person. She's a character in the story, I suppose. But
No, Eric's character was climbing up a ladder and there was a spot of blood right on her ass.
leave Zoe alone. She's real good
Cortana
and stuff.
alone.
She's not even Cortana anymore, and that's really sad.
What, like, she was
I think
Cortana, though.
if I'm remembering right, I could be misreading or believing a troll, but I think Ben Shapiro's sister is now Cortana. Or at least the model of her.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know. You're not playing a game. You need to Google what I just said.
I am. I'm Googling Abigail Shapiro. It's already in my search history. Abigail Shapiro Milkers. Alright, Abigail Shapiro.
Milkers?
Yeah, delete the Milkers part. No, Abigail Shapiro. Halo, I guess?
Yeah, Halo.
Some players think the weapon in Halo Infinite looks like this. No, it's just a meme. Everyone says the human form looks like Abigail Shapiro. It's just a meme. Abigail Shapiro does not play fucking Cortana. It's still Jen Brown. Anyway.
I had you worried for a second.
No, you had me confused because I played Halo Infinite. I was like, that was not. She didn't sound Jewish.
She didn't sound like it.
That's a little racist.
I said she didn't sound Jewish. I didn't say she didn't sound like a Jew. Like I said Jewish. All right.
I said it's a little racist. I didn't say it was entirely racist.
Well, because,
side note of the funny thing that I say a lot. Can I say it, Andrew?
No.
Not that one.
Go ahead.
It's really, really funny that the Jewish people fucked up so hard that in this PC era we're just allowed to call them the Jews again.
Oh my god. Anyway.
Like, it's okay for us to do that again, which is crazy. You know how bad you gotta fuck up in today's day and age?
To, like, have people be like...
Yeah, we're just calling them that slur again, and it's okay.
Didn't know Jew was a slur.
Well, it's not a slur, but it's like people have kind of borderline.
It's like calling someone from Pakistan Paki, right? Like it's like insensitive. All right.
Or like anyone who's not a World War II vet will call a Japanese person a Jap.
Right. But it's like what was the thing? The weapon. Like I feel like I would recognize if like I was like playing Halo and Master Chief goes, Halo ring is, and she goes, hypothetically speaking, if the Halo ring was around my cock, would it blow my dick off?
My game is not happy.
Neither is mine. What the hell?
What happened?
Lag. Like really bad lag.
Really hard.
Yeah, like, this is not good.
We were talking about the Jews, and we were talking about Halo. Why were we talking about... I don't remember what the fuck I was talking about. No, we were talking about fucking Zoe being Jen Brown, and then you said that it was Abigail Shapiro. Right, I feel like I was telling a story and I don't remember.
I just threw a pipe bomb when I had my med kit equipped.
But anyway, in that class, I go in that day, and I'm actually working on something.
I'm down. I lit myself on fire, apparently.
The teacher is like, whoa, you actually have work to do today, and I was like, yeah, sure, and then I wrote, like, the most shit report on the Nazis ever about how, like, all because I was just doodling, not even doodling, just tracing lines and accidentally drew a symbol of hate, like fuck, kid's not allowed to be a kid. It's not like I wrote, like, I love Hitler. Fuck, I shouldn't have said that, because now people are going to clip that out of context.
This is starting to get to me.
I believe you.
Weapons over here!
I do not like Adolf Hitler. I think Adolf Hitler is was a bad man.
Why is my controller... What happened? What was that?
Were you giving Eric shit the other day for playing with a controller?
I'm not playing with a controller. I have a controller plugged in.
My defense is, like, I just don't play Left 4 Dead with mouse and keyboard, because that's not how I play this game.
There's a tank on my ass.
I play on an Ouya. An Ouya. Dude, have you ever played any of those, like, really shit, like, knockoff console things?
I mean, I've played the ones that
like a plug and play, obviously, like
Yeah.
it's SpongeBob's face, and yeah.
yeah,
But,
I've
like,
played those.
those are. I shit my pants while I was playing one of those before.
Is this
That's
game
all I'm
still basically unplayable for you, Andrew?
Yes, yes, it is.
Damn, it looks like we're switching over to hatred.
Are either of us downloading anything?
I'm not.
I'm downloading 7 terabytes of gay porn.
I got a Spaz 12.
You can't say that word. That's a very offensive word if you're British.
Look, British people don't know how to name things, and I'm not gonna apologize for accidentally saying something that, like, triggers them, because they should know better.
British people suck. They're all assholes.
Yeah, I don't care about triggering them. They have really dumb names for things.
A can of soda and not a Hindy winger bone? Yes, yes I do. You fucking idiot.
If you call cookies biscuits, like, in your opinion, it's just not valid. That's just what it is. Man, I just want one more. I don't want to have to do it 6 times.
So Andrew,
Yeah.
want to tell everyone about the time you got run over by a reindeer?
It was not a reindeer. It was like a Honda Civic.
Same thing.
I feel like if you run into a Honda Civic, you're going to do a lot more damage to the Honda Civic than your own car. If you run into a deer, your car's going to be fucked.
What about a reindeer though?
Reindeer don't exist.
No, they do exist. They're bigger than regular.
You didn't think?
Like,
Wait.
I'm memeing.
You didn't think reindeer were real?
I'm memeing.
Oh, okay. I thought you were being serious.
No.
I knew you were stupid, but I didn't know you were that stupid. Fuck you.
It's like how I always joke that I don't believe in giraffes.
Well, they're not real.
Man,
Actually fed a
when we
giraffe
play
before.
Giraffe Town, you're gonna be proven so wrong.
Dude,
To
I
be
literally
fair, I'm
fed a
referencing
giraffe.
a Cards Against Humanity card.
You're at the zoo. You can pay like $5 to feed the giraffe. Have you guys ever done that?
Yeah.
Tom's a
Hey, hey, Andrew.
Yeah.
You have the notes for our editor.
Yes.
Then, okay, I need to say something that's not PC.
He's gonna say the N-word, fellas.
Nah, my dad legit used to say that the zoo is for like, unironically.
Used to say the what was
That zoos were and, like, anytime we were going to the zoo, like, he'd always make a big deal about it.
would your alright, well, just so the audience don't think we're saying the N-word, would your dad ever point out at like a kid and be like, look, he's got Down syndrome or something like that to like prove his point that
He'd
they were
laugh at it. He'd laugh about it, yeah. 'Cause of my
Your
dad.
dad seems like a dick. Like,
But
dude,
I
it's
didn't
just-
say my dad. I've said multiple times that,
I know.
like,
Your
a lot
dad
of
just
them.
went around- you would go to the zoo and be like, I can't wait to see the gorillas and the alligators and stuff, and your dad was just like, I'm gonna laugh at so many people with disabilities. Like,
Keep in mind, my dad has disabilities.
what disability does he have?
He's got a physical disability where he broke his leg and did like permanent nerve damage. So like he walks with like the boot cane forever.
Right, okay. It's just funny that, like, your dad was this pre or post disability that he was like go to the zoo and like laugh at stuff and make people post. So your dad
Maybe
was
pre, I
literally,
don't know.
he was punching down to the only thing he could punch down to. Okay, I see.
Probably.
He was like, what's the lowest common denominator I can fucking take a swing at? And then he's like, special needs people go to the zoo, those fucking
Why is our ping in the 900s?
Just an FYI, to anyone listening, we don't believe that people with special needs are R-worded. That is a fucked up, yeah.
Is is our ping so high?
I don't know.
It's dropping.
Watering myself.
It's dropping, so something server side must have
I
happened.
don't like going to the zoo, honestly. I think the zoo is boring.
I
like
think the zoo's
aquarium,
kind
though.
of sad. Like,
It kind of is. Dude, I don't know. I think it's just the fact that I might be a little bit autistic that, like, I could sit there at the aquarium, though, and, like, watch the fishies
Yeah.
go by for hours.
I really, really want to have a aquarium one day, like a saltwater one. Our ping's good now. I don't
My
know
girlfriend-
what happened.
My girlfriend was talking to me the other day. She sent me a meme or something about, like, going to a date on the zoo. At the zoo, and I said...
On the zoo?
The zoo is... Huh?
I'm making fun of how you worded that.
What did I say?
You said on the zoo.
On the zoo,
The
yeah.
zoo.
Going to the date on the zoo. Yeah, we're gonna sit on top of the zoo. But,
You're gonna fuck on the whole ass zoo.
I believe the
You're
words
gonna
I
be,
said
You're
were...
gonna be the second coming of Harambe. You're gonna fall into.
Oh, dude.
You're gonna
Dude, I would
fall
love
into
to
like
go
a
to the
lion
zoo and
exhibit.
just
You're
start
gonna
shooting
shoot
at
somebody.
animals.
That's
fuck
down.
that.
That's soundbite.
That is a soundbite. Just like, I'd love to go to the zoo and just start lighting up animals. Jesus Christ, what's wrong with me? Because that was genuine. I want you to know that wasn't like a joke or anything. That was just actual. But my
Instead
my
of doing
response to
that,
her
I,
saying the zoo.
I propose that you like go to like a field with fainting goats and like
And just like punch them to death? Yeah, that'd be awesome.
well, no, scare them and they'll
Oh.
fall.
And then when they fall, you stomp their heads in? Yeah. Anyway.
Do that too.
No, but I told, she sent a meme about going to the zoo, and I believe my exact words were, the zoo is gay. I'd go to the aquarium, though.
To be fair, I like aquariums better too. Like they're
No, they are.
chill.
They're awesome, dude. Anyway, we got sidetracked because we started talking about the zoo. You got hit by a Honda Civic. Those don't go to the zoo.
They take
Actually,
people to
there
zoos.
a lot of them go to the zoo.
Yeah, because we drive Honda Civics.
And leave them alone.
God damn it. Anyway, tell your story about the time you got hit by a Honda Civic.
God damn it. So, I work in an auto garage. When the cars come in, somebody's supposed to spot them so that they can get the car lined up and pulled forward to the right spot so that they can either lift it or get it over the pit and not have the car fall in. So I'm doing that. My tech drives forward, he stops in the right spot, and I'm standing there I'm being a douchebag. And I'm just waving him forward, and he's like, he shrugs his shoulders at me, he's like, what do you want me to do? Like, I'm here. And I'm like, keep going forward. So, he lets off the brake, he taps me, and he stops. So I'm like, alright, cool, you hit me with a car. We're gonna tell everybody that you hit me with a car. He's like, wait, what? It's like, well, you hit me with a car. Like, that's objectively what happened. So, that happens. It's the end of my shift. I go home, and I'm on vacation for the next, like, week and a half. And somebody does actually spread the rumor, or the fact that he hit me with a car. The rumor ends up growing from he hit me to a car to he actually smacked me with the car and the ping's going nuts again. To he hit me with a car. He hit me with a car because he lost control and like hit me full stop and just flattened me, and I'm in the hospital fighting for my life.
Dude, that line will never not be funny. Just like imagine all your coworkers being like, oh, God, he's holy shit, like he's dying right now. Oh, that's fun.
And our ping's back up in the 900s.
I'm just saying, Andrew, if you were ever in the hospital fighting for your life, I would be praying actively for your downfall.
That's fair.
Like, you'd be in my prayers. It'd be like, God, I need you to kill Andrew. No.
We might
how
have
did
to
that-
play a different campaign.
Yeah, because
What campaign are you doing?
The finale to No Mercy.
Oh yeah.
How is
Like-
that causing so many issues? It's such a
I don't
slow-
know. We're just like we just
It's
hit
just the
900
finale.
ping for no fucking reason.
I'm not downloading anything.
I'm not either. And when we were in the room, our ping was like under 40.
Do you
like,
guys
we were
have
fine.
anything in the background running on accident?
Well, both our pings are in the 900s. That's what's weird. Like,
Maybe it's just Valve servers on a game from 2007 probably aren't that good.
Let's get the hell out of here.
well, it's a private lobby. Like, this should just be peer to peer.
Should be.
I don't play versus. Like, is what it is. Not shitting on versus. I just don't play it.
But yeah, with
I
the
don't
ping
think I've
this
ever
high,
had fun on
it's
Versus.
unplayable. We might actually have to play something else.
Yeah, let's try a different
Hatred,
campaign.
hatred.
Neither of us fucking own that game. I don't know what to tell you, dog.
I'm gonna look up how much it is on Steam right now, and I will fucking
I don't wanna
Venmo you the
download
money
it.
for hatred.
I don't want to download it because that'll take a while too.
It's probably like 2 gigabytes. The fuck?
It would take a while.
Yeah, if 2 gigabytes takes a while, you should. Dude, hatred is $2.03 right now.
That's a lot of money.
Oh, dude, it's normally $5.99.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah, totally a lot of money.
It's expensive.
Am I logged into Steam? I will fucking gift one of you hatred.
It's expensive.
Alright, I started a new lobby.
Gotcha.
I want to know how like many gigabytes this is.
Yeah, that's what I would be most curious about.
Oh, and the funniest thing about me getting hit by a car, like, nobody told me that they were spreading this rumor to the level it was. So, like, 3 days into my vacation, I just get a random text from one of our really gullible texts. It's like, hey man, I heard what happened. Just wanted to make sure you're actually okay. I'm just like, I didn't immediately respond to it. I texted the guy who hit me with the car.
Yeah.
It's like, what's going on? This guy has asked me if I'm okay. And then that's when he told me, yeah, our counter person decided to just run with the rumor, and apparently you're in the hospital fighting for your life. It's like, all right, cool. I'm just not going to respond to this guy and make him think that.
That's really funny. That's fucked up, but that's funny. I don't think I've ever really had any like stories where people thought I was dying or dead, aside from like the typical, you're in school and you don't show up for a week, so you get a text like, "Hey man, you dead?"
Every
I've
once in a
never had
while, I'll
any-
do that for work. I'll not show up for like a week, and if people text me,
Yeah, but that's not like as interesting as someone being like, "Yeah, no, yeah, I heard Caden got addicted to fentanyl and is in the hospital, dying from an overdose. His liver's shutting down." It's like, Jesus fuck, man. Like, what are you telling people?
Like
I
father,
mean,
like son.
your dad, yeah, your dad was in fact a heroin addict. I don't know. Maybe they think that shit's genetic.
Well, I mean, it technically is.
To be fair,
it
the kids
can
in my
be.
school thought being gay was genetic and always gave me shit because my dad came out as gay when I was in grade school. So clearly I must
But your
be
dad's gay?
Well, being gay can only be genetic for 2 generations.
gay.
like if we're talking about just like straight up like a dad finds out they're gay and then a son is just straight up gay, like that only lasts 2 generations.
Yeah. Unless you adopt it, but it stops being your generation, I think.
Yeah, it's
It's
still
not
like
genetic at that point.
it writes itself out
Yeah.
of the genetic code, the recessive memes, if you will.
The way God intended.
Yeah.
How the fuck do I see how much gigabytes a game is? Like, what the fuck?
You could probably just Google it.
It should say in the system requirements.
How many gigs is Fortnite? Is hatred? 5 gigabytes.
A lot of gigabytes.
Oh, dude, yeah, Hatred is.
Yeah, I think Valve
so many
servers are just
gigabytes.
having problems tonight because should not take this long to load a game.
Yeah, that's really weird. Because again, this should just be peer-to-peer. This isn't like a server-side thing. At least I don't think it is.
Fuck, I don't remember my QR code, or I don't remember my Steam login.
Alright, stop. Yes, confirm. So I'm closing the game.
It looks like we're not playing Left 4 Dead tonight.
I'm gonna give it one more
Servers.
try.
The servers are a little wet.
Alright, campaign. With friends. Create new lobby. Server type. Official.
Me going through Steam Sport so I can fucking.
Did your Steam get hacked too?
No. I just don't remember my goddamn Steam. I don't use Steam that often, so.
One day you'll have a computer, and you'll use Steam more.
Probably not.
Oh,
I quite like
Andrew.
Xbox.
Andrew.
Sorry, There we go. You can join this one. It'll...
Resume recovery.
I like Xbox, but literally all of their exclusives are available on PC, so, you know, I could either buy a new graphics card or I could waste money on a console. That's my...
Which, if you're gonna waste money on a console, you'll end up doing both anyways, because, like,
Yeah.
PC gaming is where it's at.
Like, consoles are nice, like, for the experience of just plug and play and, like, playing in, like, your bedroom or in your living room. Like, they're cool, but PC's where it's at. Maybe we both just needed to restart our games.
Possibly. Because it was definitely a server side issue, because, like,
That
Discord
loading
wasn't
was
fucking up.
insane.
It's flying away from the burning building we're standing on. Let's follow its lead and get the hell out of here.
Oh, I think there's an evac station in the wall.
Good enough for me. Grab a weapon, let's go.
Alright.
You packing a gun?
Do I look like I'm packing a gun?
That's great. I run into
Well, I've gained access to Steam, so if the game sucks again,
Oh, meeting some other friends?
whatever.
yeah.
Shit.
Y'all want to stop shooting me?
I will say I do like Nick as a character and I like Coach as a character, and if Ellis just wasn't plastered all over everything, I'd probably like him too, but they plaster him on everything. Or at least the community stuff does.
Your only problem with Ellis is that you've seen him get fucked in the ass by Shrek.
By Shrek, yeah.
And I think that makes him a
might
more
be
endearing character. Personally speaking.
that
Definitely had to
somebody loves
endure
Shrek like that.
Shrek's cock.
You know, that's it. Who wants to read Shrek is Love, Shrek is Life for this episode?
I'm dyslexic, I don't like to read.
Oh, yeah, that too.
We can read it.
I can't read.
I can. What was your first experience with that video, actually? I want to know. I'm actually kind of curious about that.
With one of my best friends on his trampoline, just watching funny videos.
My cousin showed me that.
I don't think I've ever actually seen the Shrek is Love, Shrek is Life video.
Really?
It's funny. Like, it's funny.
I mean, yeah, it's
I like the second one because it's got a really funny line in it that I can't repeat.
Wait, there's a second line? There's a second
The
one?
second one, yeah.
Ah, shit.
Adrenaline shot here.
Yeah. This
Is Left 4 Dead not working?
playable. This is gaming, even.
So what I'm hearing is that hatred is becoming a more and more viable option.
I don't want to download Hatred right now.
Who said you had to do it?
I don't want to do that.
You don't have to.
I don't want to.
I don't want to. You're not going into it. It's not going to be you.
Hey,
Just add to cart and buy his gift. What? How the fuck do I do this?
man,
Stop moving so I can heal you.
what is even happening?
Yeah, I
How
don't
is
get it.
this? Oh, this is the one that wants you to refuel that car with 20 fucking... Oh.
Yeah, Jimmy Gibbs Jr.
Gotta find some stairs.
Yeah, which I get it. It's modeled after a fucking Roadrunner. And, like, I get the joke, but at the same time, like, it's still very aggravating.
Andrew, have you at least heard the Shrek is Love, Shrek is Life thing?
I have not.
You've never heard it? Wow. Fuck, man.
You didn't
I
know
don't know
there
if
was a
that's because
second
you're-
one.
I didn't know there was a second
I just know
one,
the
but
Shrek
that's,
is
like,
Love, Shrek
different
is
than,
Life
like,
is a meme. I don't...
Now I gotta read it. You ready?
Damn it, elevator's out.
Well, elevator's out.
Silence is
Bye.
consent.
Oh, it won't even let me kill myself.
Bad game. You can't kill yourself in bad game. I think we're supposed to open this door, but the game's just so laggy that the prompt's not.
Reload.
Oh wait, no, we're supposed to go across like this.
Oh, what am I covered in?
Man, what a fun, playable game.
Let me, I can Google if the Valve servers are fucked right now.
Anyone know what that is?
There we go. I jump off the building and then I'm pinned by a hunter on top of the building.
But even then, like,
Hey,
you're just,
I fell off the
Don't worry,
damn
no
ledge.
way I'm gonna leave you
yeah,
hanging.
they're just gonna pull you up.
Thanks.
It's okay, you know.
If you jump off enough times, you, die.
Ah,
I think it's like 3.
Hand.
Just try not to look down now.
Alright, let's see.
All right.
Says it-
Thanks.
Says it's 29%
I
down.
have this up. Can you help me out? Thanks.
29% down.
This
Yeah, that's how
screwed
many
up, y'all.
servers are
I
down,
need some
apparently.
help.
Catch up.
No, it's definitely not 3 times, and I jumped off 4 times and it'll set me up every time.
Why use Caden's favorite character,
Who's my favorite character?
Ellis?
Ellis? I never said he was my favorite character. Nick's my favorite character because he's an asshole. That or Coach because he's so kind-hearted. Or Zoe
like
because
Nick.
she's hot.
Specifically Left
Nicholas.
4 Dead 2 characters, I like Nick.
I like Francis from the OGs.
Yeah, Francis is cool, and I like Bill. Bill's really cool too.
Honestly, all the Left 4 Dead ones are really good. Like, both groups
Yeah.
are both really good. I know you have problems with Ellis because you're a fucking moron, but I like them all. They're all likable.
Alright, yeah, I'm done with this, because, this is...
isn't playable,
yeah, it is unplayable as of right now.
which is so weird to think about Left 4 Dead not being playable. Yeah, Ellis is just in too many fucking cringy fucking fan-made videos. Too many of them.
Shrek is love, Shrek is lifetime. You ready for this? It's honestly, I think it's a story that's going to resonate with you, Andrew. It's something you're going to be thinking about for years. Like, it's up there with, like, the greats.
Video. Like, it's not, you're not going to do it justice without the video.
You can watch the video after my reading.
Yeah.
I want my 5 minutes of fame.
Bogus.
Why bogus?
Bogus.
Why bogus?
That's bogus.
You're bogus.
You're Bosco.
I will fuck you up. Anyway. Andrew?
Yes?
You might want to get your notepad ready because there's a few bad words in here. Just an FYI.
Alright, I'm sure editor will love you.
It's only like 1 or 2, I think. Was only 9 years old. I loved Shrek so much. I had all the merchandise and movies. Pray to Shrek every night before bed, thanking him for the life I've been given. Shrek is love, I say. Shrek is life. My dad hears me and he calls me a I knew he was just jealous of my devotion for Shrek. I called him a slaps me and sends me to go to sleep. I'm crying now, my face hurts. I lay in bed and it's really cold. A warmth is moving towards me. I feel something touch me. It's Shrek. I'm so happy. He whispers in my ear, "This is more swamp." He grabs me with his powerful ogre hands and puts me on my hands and knees. I'm ready. I spread my ass cheeks for Shrek. He penetrates my butthole. It hurts so much, but I do it for Shrek. I can feel my butt tearing as my eyes start to water. I push against his force. I want to please Shrek. He roars a mighty roar as he fills my butt with his love. My dad walks in. Shrek looks him straight in the eyes and says, "Dull ogre now." Shrek leaves through my window. Shrek is love. Shrek is life. Moving stuff, right? Powerful moving stuff. Wouldn't you say, Andrew?
I really hope that the person that came up with that, like
He's
I
dead?
really, no, I really hope that the first time that anybody ever heard it, like, he, like, did this at a slam poetry session.
Like, he's up on stage, like, smoking a cigarette and, like, a black turtleneck. Here's something I, prepared for the night. Of Shrek. Like, it's just... Oh, my God. Like, he takes a slow drag of the cigarette every time. Jesus Christ, that'd be so terrible. Wouldn't you follow that? Like, there's no following that. That's the end of the night, right there.
Yeah, they just closed down. That's how you follow it. They close down. And they don't open back up. What else do we want to play, Andrew? Do we want to play something else?
I mean,
Hatred.
I'd like to. We're not playing Hatred.
Sonic goes to the real world.
I can boot up Sonic Adventure and just stream that.
Yeah, we could do that and talk over that.
I wonder if it will.
All right, Eric, name
play
your top
audio.
name your top 5 Sonic characters you want to have sex with. Go.
Rouge the Bat, Amy Rose, the
Furry.
Kinda from Sonic Adventure 1.
Big the Cat.
Fuck. No, that I don't want to be. I don't want to be gay. Are there 2 more female characters?
There's the cop lady.
Peaches and Cream. Or
yeah,
Vanilla
Peaches
and
and
Cream.
Cop lady. Then there's
Peaches
the
and Cream.
one bunny girl.
There's Maria, but that's a kid, and I don't fuck kids.
The bunny girl is Cream.
bunny girl.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
Cream, and then there's her mom.
Who's the one that looks like a butch lesbian?
The princess from the comic books is technically
No,
viable.
no. No, who's the
Sally Acorn. She's from the
Yeah.
she's from the Saturday morning cartoon.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
Sally
she's
Acorn.
originally from the comics, but yes.
All right. Anyway, here's my top 5 Sonic characters I would have sex with. Number 1, Big the Cat. Number 2, Big the Cat. Number 3, Big the Cat. Number 4, Big the Cat. Number 5, you guessed it, Froggy. The cat's companion.
The only reason you want to
can't-
fuck Big the Cat is because it was voiced by John St. John.
Dude, you'd be fucking Big the Cat and he'd go, "It's time to lick dicks."
I feel like
And that's
Froggy
awesome.
says that.
Big the Cat still do the Big the Cat voice, like you're fucking Big the Cat. He's like, "I like this," and then like the frog looks at you from across the room. "It's time to eat his ass." Like he's
I
just
still
yelling
want
out
to
the
get John
commands.
St. John to do, like, to just line read some of his things from Duke Nukem in Big the Cat's voice.
And then vice versa, have him say stuff in the Duke Nukem voice as Big the Cat. Or not as Big the Cat, or Big the Cat lines in Duke Nukem's voice.
Froggy.
Where are you going, Froggy? Like, just like,
It's the fucking stupidest thing there is.
dude, could you... Time to kick ass and chew gum. Like,
Blow it out your ass!
oh, that's one dead space marine. Oh my god. Dude, I still can't get over the Shadow the Hedgehog stuff. Like, I don't remember who did it. It was the fan dub, like the live fan dub shit that they did. Just the I want to be in the friend zone. I like friends. That just makes you a beta cuck. Like that shit. Whoever did Shadow in that one is like him and Eggman were probably like the highlights of that entire thing, because I mean it gave us the fucked my wife. He fucked my wife. Shadow the Hedgehog is a bitch ass motherfucker.
Yeah, we play Crush 40 on stream.
I can find out when we upload the VOD. It will tell me if it's copyright striked or copyright.
You can hear this, right? Like, you can hear
Dude.
the audio for this?
It's still so crazy to me that like
Are you streaming it?
you.
Yeah, I
Are
haven't started the stream yet.
Oh, you whore.
It's still.
But
so
yes, I can
crazy to me
hear
that,
it.
Like,
Okay.
I will have to
like,
turn
when you
it
think of-
down a little bit, but
when you think of video game characters, right? Like I think of like like them in their like main theme songs. Like you think of Doom Guy, and like if you're thinking of like the original, you think of the do 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 do. Like you think of that. You
How'd
think
that go?
Shadow the Hedgehog theme song? It's shut up. I can. You want me to get my guitar out? I'll play it on guitar for you. I can do it on guitar. Fuck you, dick. Anyway,
Select a file.
here's Wonderwall. No, it's so funny that Shadow the Hedgehog, a character from a children's video game, like, if you were to play his theme song and be like, guess what character this theme song is, unless you're a fucking loser who likes Sonic the Hedgehog, you're not gonna guess it. Because it's so absurd that that's for Shadow the Hedgehog. Who at Sega was like, oh, I know what his theme should be.
The music guy at Sega decided that that's who.
It'd
I
be
don't
like
even know where I'm supposed to be.
making a Wow Wow Wubbsy game and then getting Mick Gordon to compose it for you.
I mean, to be fair, Mick Gordon should compose a lot more things, and it's really weird that they have that falling out, and it's really sad that.
It's not weird. He's a what is it they call, like a starving artist or whatever. He's one of those people
he's
who
a
like.
perfectionist.
Which being a perfectionist is fine, but when you have a deadline that gets postponed 3 separate times, come on, man.
Which, like, it's fair, but at the same time, like, if he didn't approve of how they put it out and, like, he just voiced it, his opinion like he did, like, them saying that he's not eligible to do music for, like, the DLC. Because, like, the thing about it is, like, the definitive version of the music soundtrack doesn't matter because the music was done. It's not like he didn't complete doing the music for the video game. He was just being a stickler about, like, the physical, like, ultimate release of that, like, post-game launch. Which, like, in my opinion, could have launched any time after Doom Eternal release, preferably probably after all the DLC release, so that the consumer only has to buy one definitive soundtrack, in my opinion. I don't know. And what you said's valid too. It's just like, it's one of those, Mick Gordon's like proven time and again that he can deliver. You know what I mean?
No, he can deliver. I get that. And my thing is, it's just like, if you have a deadline, just eat your deadline, man. Like, don't argue, oh, well, this, and that, and whatnot. It's like, dude, this was your deadline. You got it extended 3 times, my guy. Like, come on. You know?
Yeah, which is exactly what happened to Hideo Kojima with Metal Gear Solid 5. Like, as much as people want to fucking piss and shit about that, like, he went over budget multiple times and he went over deadline multiple times.
Yeah, well, Hideo Kojima's also a guy, thanks a dick, so...
And, like, there's also just the fact that, I don't know how true it is, but there's a rumor that he took funds that were supposed to go to Metal Gear Solid and, like, didn't tell Konami and, like, funded the PT trailer thing.
Okay, well,
Which,
that's
like,
the only
if that's
thing I'll
true,
approve.
that's bad.
If that's true, that's the coolest thing Hideo Kojima's ever done, because PT should have
Yeah, it's overrated. Like, it's...
I'll
never, like, I can't say anything about that game because that game never released. Like,
yeah.
It's like talking about how great the Pancore Jackhammer would have been had it come out. Like, we literally don't know. Literally have no clue.
My thing with the with PT though is simply this. I like the idea, and this is who knows what the game would have been. In my mind though, having Norman Reedus leave the house at the end and like have him like walking through Silent Hill or whatever, it would have been so cool if like that game was going around exploring different houses, and like, you know, like if each house had its own gimmick for like how it ramps up the horror. Like the first one's a looping hallway, maybe the second one is like a TARDIS from Doctor Who, where it looks small on the outside, but on the inside it's like a Resident Evil mansion. You know, like have a bunch of interesting concepts like that with a few houses in the game, and like keep ramping up the horror. That's in my mind what they would have done. Probably not. It probably wouldn't have been as good as I'm thinking it would have been, but that's... I mean,
yeah,
you know,
the whole game definitely wouldn't have been just walking around that same, like, 5-room loop that the demo was.
Yeah, exactly.
It was...
And
it was...
my idea is
they're
what
showing
if
off
they
the engine.
did the houses... Yeah. If they had each house be its own unique, like, sort of, like, this one's looping, this one does this, this one does that. Like, that's my mind. But in actuality, it probably would have been, like, a mediocre game at best. I mean... I don't know. Like, what is it they say in the industry? Keep them wanting more, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I just, like, again, I want to believe that, like, Silent Hill would have been a good game, but, like, people giving it that god tier, like, giving a game that never came out and was probably never going to come out god tier status is, you know,
Yeah.
it's like, eh. Like,
for the demo though, like if we're going based off of like, if we're doing this based on like have you guys ever played Game Jolt games, like the 30-minute, like someone made a game in like a certain amount of time and then like,
like
they
the game
released
jams.
it? Yeah, exactly. If you went on the perspective of if this was just a Game Jolt game, fucking phenomenal, right? Like,
yeah. I'll agree with you.
but I'll see you this and I'll raise you this. Well, I'll see you that and raise you this, right? So I go to the YMCA and I pick up a basketball and I sink 8 3-pointers, and Shaquille O'Neal comes over and he misses all of his. Oh, well, he would be the... No, actually, let's take it farther. Let's just say LeBron James, because people say that's the best player today, and I don't want to get into the politics of that. This is just a hypothetical. He misses all of his shots, but I land all of mine. Does that automatically make me better than the best NBA player? Like, does that mean that I should be in the NBA? Like, like that comparison, like that you're giving, like is very, very biased.
yeah, it's like challenging Christopher Reeves to a leg race. Understandable.
To be fair, when I was in high school, LeBron James played against my high school.
Did you win?
Probably not. Because
I mean,
nobody
like
in my
Larry
school is
Bird,
in the NBA.
like had that undefeated season in college. Well, almost undefeated. They lost the championship.
But I just remember
hubris.
a group of the seniors that year got kicked out of the game because they brought in a signboard because for his 16th birthday, his mom bought him a brand new Hummer. So somebody brought in a sign that said, LeBron's mom gave me a Hummer.
I get it. He's talking
They got
about...
kicked out of the game.
Whoa, jobs.
Or
Talk
got
about
kicked out of the
mess.
audience.
Talk about
my story about-
giraffes.
Might have told it yesterday on the episode that's gonna get totally shit canned.
Beautifully gutted.
Yeah. Because somebody kept bullying me, and that compilation's gonna come out instead.
In their defense, you deserve to be bullied sometimes.
What did I do yesterday that deserved it?
Existed?
Speaking of bullying, did I ever tell the Ronald McDonald story on here? I know I told you guys.
I think. I don't know. Our conversations versus like what's on the show, like that's like it's
The
all
difference
kind
is
of a
what gets
blur.
bleeped.
It's all kind of a blur for me.
And what our editor decides to just, that's not funny this time.
What our editor decides to do is what our editor decides to do.
Our editor does crack.
I know our editor beats off way too much.
Our editor is a frequent joker.
He is a frequent joker, and he does have the Cuck rewards points as well.
This is the Cuck rewards points.
It's exactly what you think it is.
Every time
It's
you
the
watch
friends
your
we made along the
girlfriend-
way.
Every time you watch your wife or girlfriend get fucked, you like get like a free Slurpee
Yeah.
at 7-Eleven.
Yeah. It's like frequent flyer miles, but for Slurpees.
So he watches his wife give a Slurpee to the mailman, and then he gets a free Slurpee.
Yeah, except it's not as fun.
I've never been to a 7-Eleven actually.
What flavor is the Slurpee?
Well, he gets to
Whatever
choose one
limited flavor Mountain Dew's got out.
Gross.
No.
Not worth it.
Choose the Slurpee. It's like it's bad enough you're getting cucked. At least let me pick the Slurpee flavor, right?
At least give me a
Nah.
good Slurpee flavor.
Give them
You
fucking
get what
great.
you get, and you won't bitch about it.
Have you seen those videos of like the Indian dude and the black dude? Like the guy comes in and he grabs a double gulp cup and gets a Slurpee. And the dude is like, the dude walks up, he's like, "Don't use the fucking double gulp cup for the fucking Slurpee." And he's like, "Why are you like this, man? I always pay for it. I always pay for it."
You ever see the fucking meme of like when 7-Eleven does like 50-cent Slurpee day, and like people like bring in any
your
cup, and then
yeah.
and then people bring in a fucking kid swimming pool because it's under that 10-inch limit. Because like someone brought in like a bucket or something, and they said, "Well, actually, your cup has to be shorter than 10 inches." So someone said, "Well, I'll just bring in a swimming pool."
That reminds me of
Welcome
on
to
in New York, they don't allow you to bring dogs on the public transit unless it fits in a bag, like a handbag. So people were bringing in like fucking duffel bags to bring in their like, their large dogs.
Their
They can't say
German
shit
Shepherd.
because they fit. Yeah, they can't say shit because it fits in a bag. It's in a bag
You
that
got
I
an
can
army
carry.
you got an army rut sack with like whatever the fuck Scooby Doo is in it.
Great Dane.
Great
Great
Dane.
Dane. Yeah, you got an army rut sack, like just a Great Dane hanging over your Dang. Yeah, Great Dane.
Great dang.
Great Dang.
Great dang. What you do with that ass, girl?
Don't ask a dog what it does with its ass.
It probably
It sniffs it. Yeah.
Holy
You
shit,
fucking
yeah.
pervert. Fucking weirdo.
Why do you have to be weird, Caden?
Yeah, why are you the weird one? I need to bully you in more episodes, apparently.
I'll tell you what, I'm the weird one because I almost got molested in a Raising Cane's restroom.
Man, you almost got molested. Man, imagine being an almost credit taker. Andrew, I think you've got a lot to say about this.
I don't think this is how I want the public to find out.
You can cut that out.
Did I ever tell that story though?
I don't.
I walked into a Raising Cane's and there's this creepy guy in the bathroom. It was staying the night at my buddy's and we walked downtown to like go to Cane's, and so I'm like, I gotta piss, so I go to the bathroom and I'm like middle school aged. I go into the bathroom and I piss, and as I turn around there's just this creepy dude standing by the sinks and he goes, "Hi, how you going?" And I just ignore him, wash my hands and leave. My buddy then is like, I gotta piss now too, and he goes in there. I'm like, that creepy fucking guy talked to you? And he goes, oh, what? Yeah, I saw the creepy guy. He didn't say a word to me. I was like, I think he tried to molest me. Like, I think I piqued his interest. Shit.
To be fair, like, it's your fault for saying hey to him.
I didn't say hey. No. He just went, hey, how you going?
Yeah, but you acknowledged it.
I didn't acknowledge it. I didn't say shit to him. I ignored
you let
it.
it in.
Were you wearing purple?
Because of what I was wearing, right? It's my
yeah,
fault.
you were asking for it. Look at what you were wearing. You had a Lightning McQueen shirt on. You were obviously a child.
I was in middle school.
You were obviously a child. You had a Lightning McQueen shirt on.
I wasn't wearing a fucking. I was in middle school. I didn't.
It said ka-chow and everything, dog.
Dude, I wasn't wearing Lightning McQueen shirts in fucking 8th grade.
Oh wait, no, sorry. You wanted to be edgy, so you wore the Chick McGee one. It said "Kachuga" on it, didn't it?
His name's Chick Hicks, and no, I didn't have a shirt that said "Kachiga" my.
Being corrected on a character's name in cards. That proves you had a Lightning McQueen shirt on.
No, I just really fucking like the movie Cars. I could name every single car in that entire movie. The King, his name is Strip Weathers. Fuck you. He's won 11 Piston Cups.
11's a lot.
Oh, dude, it is a lot. Lightning McQueen also won 11 Piston Cups.
Man, he should have won 12. He could have been better.
He would have won 12 if he didn't stop at the end of the first movie. But it's like Lightning McQueen.
Bitch.
Fuck off. It's a very good lesson to teach kids.
It's a good movie. I like it.
Dude, dude, I always get into this argument with my buddy. We were always arguing. He's like, yeah, Lightning McQueen should have just finished the race and then saved him. It's like, that's not the point, though. The point, like, he even says, he's like, the King even says, man, you could have won the race. And he goes, some grumpy old race car told me it's just a stupid cup. And it's like, that's a good character building moment. The cup doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter about winning. It's about doing the right thing. And if you think that like he should have won, then you're a fucking idiot and you missed the entire point of the movie Cars.
To be fair, that happens with a lot of movies where you miss the point of it.
Yeah, but like, it's a children's film. It's kind of hard to miss the point that they hammer home. So if you miss the point of a children's film, I think you should be taken outside of a Taco Bell and shot dead.
Do you realize how people are, though?
I do realize that.
Got it! Man, first self-censor.
No, it's not. But the first self-censor was probably in, like, the second episode. Because I also dropped that word.
I don't know, I fucking, like, trying to talk to movies, trying to talk about movies with people, like, movies that are up for interpretation with people. Honestly, the amount of times I've been like, I have to end this conversation or I'm going to fucking kill you, are like, every time I've ever talked about a movie with another human being that isn't, like, I feel like on my intellectual level, right? You know what I mean?
Or with me, because I've never seen whatever movie you're talking about.
I want to kill you because you haven't seen the movie.
It's frustrating when, like, you're trying to tell people how good a movie is and they're just, like, not acknowledging it. And
dude, that's my favorite thing. Oh, dude, you should watch this movie. You're gay. Well, okay.
In defense,
you're not wrong.
Are you?
Did you have to call me out on it?
Dude, my favorite thing was I saw Andrew the other day wearing a fucking Evil Dead shirt. I go, oh, dude, what's your favorite Evil Dead movie? And he's like, I've never seen Evil Dead. And I said, you should fucking kill yourself. And then I changed the sentiment to you should watch Evil Dead.
and then I immediately stopped being abusive to my friend.
No, I'm not abusive.
I am, and I won't stop.
Can't stop, won't stop.
You know, quote Ozzy Osbourne, I'm never gonna stop.
What's the fucking? It's Red Hot Chili Peppers. The can't stop, I'm addicted to the heroin, right?
Something like that. I don't know. The Red Hot Chili Peppers, a lot of their stuff just kind of blends together for me personally. Not saying they're bad, just
they're like Pearl Jam, where it's like you can understand 9% of the words they're saying.
So
I will say though, like the older I get, Pearl Jam's better to listen to, because like
Pearl
I
Jam.
will, like what's cool about Pearl Jam is like they let their maturity like influence their music, and like Pearl Jam today is vastly different from Pearl Jam in '98. Like they're two very different bands, and there's this progression, and they're really, really good to listen to if you like listening to bands via musical progression, like for that reason.
I still think like one of the most progressively musical bands ever. It's 9 Inch Nails, because Trent Reznor, how the fuck, I can't ever say his last name.
Yeah,
Trent
Trent
Reznor.
Reznor, you said it right.
Okay. I always get it fucked up, and I'll tell you what always fucks me up is I always think of that game. I always think of the Game Grumps bit where he's like Mark fucking Zuckerberg or whatever. Like he's like, who directed the shit? Trent Reznor did the music, but he doesn't say Trent Reznor. He says Trent Reznor, like reservoir almost. Yeah.
Reservoir.
Well, they're using speech to text, so it doesn't like. It's a last name, so it doesn't. It tries to figure out an actual word.
My brain always like jumbles the words because of that one bit.
It's like how I always call Zach Galifianakis. Yeah, that guy.
Zach
Galifianakis. I always pronounce it Galifianakins. Galifianakins, yeah.
His fat ass could use some napkins. Anyway. That was really mean.
Damn, dude. Do I gotta spend a whole nother episode terrorizing you because you need to learn to be a good person?
I am a good person.
Are you?
Anyway, moving on from that obvious lie. Trent Reznor, fucking... I mean, he's... Musically, lyrically, he's fucking phenomenal. Like, he's a goddamn genius. I mean, look at his song, Somewhat Damaged, right? It's so impressive to me that song is just him pouring all his hatred and anger out. And like, while he's basically just angry screaming these lyrics, he's somehow still keeping melody. That's so fucking talented. Versus like, what's the song I'm thinking of? The one that everyone always kind of like thinks of when it's 9 Inch Nails, and like they're thinking about like
Closer.
Is that the one?
I Wanna Fuck You Like an Animal.
Not
do that on your own time, you filthy animal.
No, I'm thinking of the one that like everyone always
know.
like, they always portray it as nihilistic, but like when you actually listen to the lyrics, you can. It's a lot more hopeful than it is nihilistic.
Pumped Up Kicks.
Not Pumped Up Kicks. It's not.
I like Pumped Up Kicks. It's fun.
But it's like the same vibe of that, where like people are like, this song slaps. Oh wait, it's about school shooting. Shit.
I mean,
Hey,
shit.
Foster,
There's a
the
lot
people
of.
said it wasn't about that. You gotta respect their vision.
Did they actually say it wasn't about that?
I believe so, yeah. I believe they tried
I know
to
they
say
made
that.
the songs, but are they sure?
Like the lyrics
Hey,
go,
look,
better run faster than my gun, better run faster than my bullets. It's about a shooting.
Yeah.
Hey, look, all I'm gonna say is
I will let them argue that it's not about a school shooting.
One of the part of the reason why System of a Down doesn't make music anymore is because one of the members is like apparently is a Trump supporter. Like,
Who?
make it
Which
make
one?
sense, dude.
Which one?
I don't know, but make it make sense.
Can't be
How do
Surge,
you-
right? Surge?
No, it's not Surge.
I was gonna say,
but-
bro is like mega like anti that.
Like, not to get too political, but like again, supporting like any American political ideology in general as one of the members from that band in particular, like what?
Yeah, no, like being like the opposite of any of those things. Yeah, no, like their entire band is very much politics are ass, specifically American politics. Fuck all of you. Like, BYOB specifically is like, you know, that was very anti-war.
They're trying to build a prison.
You in a prison.
If I was gonna go to prison, I'd shave my head. I'd shave all my hair off immediately for trial, so there's no pictures of me like publicly without having to really dig with long hair.
Dude, I'm gonna go to the prison you're at, and I'm just gonna show like people photos of you that I've edited. Like I'm gonna like take a photo of you, put it into an AI generator thing, and make you look like a fuckable twink. And then they're gonna be like, "Ooh, yeah," and then like you're gonna have fun in the shower, bud. That's what I'm gonna do to you.
The problem is, like, my body type is definitely no longer and has not been twinkish for a long time.
Okay, well then whatever, you twonk.
But you know, you tried. I respect the hustle. You tried.
Hustle, you're fucking yeah.
So, anyways, the 9 Inch Nails song you were talking about that you can't think of the name of.
Yeah, I'm fucking.
Like, give me a lyric.
I wish they would go back to being industrial metal, and that's all I'm gonna say about 9 Inch Nails. Like, I like them a lot, but I do miss when their music was industrial metal, because to me that's their best sound.
Let me look up the fucking lyrics to Closer, because it might be Closer, and my dumbass might have just completely misremembered.
Side note, the In This Moment cover of that fucks really hard.
Oh yeah. I mean, In This Moment fucks really hard.
Yeah.
Never mind what their fans say, like,
fucks really hard.
Their music fucks.
Yeah, you know, it is Closer, because, like, it's very, like, you know, I want to fuck you like an animal. I feel like it feels like a song that's, like, oddly nihilistic and stuff, but, like, when you, ignoring that part, like, the, you can have my isolation, you can have the hate that it brings. It's more like he's giving himself to this person rather than like, oh, fuck you, have all this. It's more like he feels, I guess, funnily enough, closer to this person, and it like helps him heal as a person. Like, a lot of his lyrics sound one way, but like you can interpret them, like a lot of them are all very hopeful in a weird way, you know what I mean?
Right. Like, I love the, what's the term for it? The weird juxtaposition between lyrics and music.
Like, once again, Somewhat Damaged is straight up just like, that's all anger. That's definitely Trent at his like lowest low. It fucks.
Yeah. Like, my favorite band, Coheed and Cambria, they have a song called Devil in Jersey City. And if you listen to it, it sounds like a fucking pop song. But if you if you look into what the song was written about, 'cause all their music is like this huge concept and it's really cool, but it's about the fallout between a guy and his girlfriend after they go out on a date into like a shady part of town, and the two of them get attacked by this gang called the Jersey Devils.
Yeah.
And some bad things happen to her, and he's forced to sit there and watch. And
then there's a fiddle battle and
Wrong devil.
yeah, they didn't go to Georgia. They went to Jersey City.
Which is objectively worse.
Different Jersey.
Oh, what the fuck is Jersey City then?
It's not Earth. Like,
okay, because they're called the Jersey Devils, so I was just thinking like actual Jersey.
no, it's not New Jersey. It's just a city on this planet that's called Jersey City.
Pauly D there though?
I don't know. There's also a city on this planet called Paris Earth. So
Oh, that's funny.
it's Like, I could spend all day talking about, like, the first album and still not make any sense of it.
Yeah. I was, no, but back to Trent Reznor. I was talking about Trent Reznor the other day, and I said, like, I mentioned something about how his music's all weirdly poetic and hopeful, and I was like, weirdly isn't the right word because it kind of diminishes just how good of a writer Trent Reznor really is, because, like, it's not that it's weirdly poetic, it's that, like, holy fuck, this guy can really, really write a song and then sing a song.
You're starting to sound a lot like those fucking old ladies that would talk about Disturbed when The Sound of Silence came out. Oh, well, he sings metal. You wouldn't think he could actually sing well and be so sweet and be talented. You sound a little bit like them right now, bro.
I don't think so. I
Like,
think
to
I'm
be
saying,
fair, like, in the defense of these old ladies, like, when you get used to hearing one genre of music out of an artist, and they do something out of their genre, and it sounds that good, it is a bit jarring.
What I'll say about this is people just need to understand that, like, when like an artist is singing metal, like, it takes a lot to sing it, and there's a lot of musical talent that goes behind it, regardless if you want to acknowledge it or not. And it boils down to people had a really, really bad take, and they could, like, unfortunately, people couldn't break that barrier down in their brains and, like, just be like, wow, like, people who sing metal can actually sing, and they're very talented, and it does take talent to sing metal. Like, that's the take they should have gotten from it, but they came out with the biggest L take.
Which is
Yeah,
that
I'll
it's just
agree with you on
screaming
that
into the
one.
microphone.
Yeah, when
I can
it's,
understand,
like, takes a
like,
lot.
I can understand not liking it. Like, you know, it's not for everyone.
Like,
to
I like
Yeah,
metal,
which
I
is
like
totally
metal.
fine.
Like, the metal where it's nothing but screaming, I can take or leave. Because
It depends on the song.
it depends on the song, and it also
It
depends
depends on the
on
band.
the
I don't like
artist
Cannibal
himself.
Corpse.
It also depends on the artists themselves. Like, I'm gonna say, like, 80% of that genre of metal, the singers sound exactly the same to me. But
Yeah,
the ones
which,
that
like,
can scream, and, you know, make those noises and still sound unique, those are the ones I like.
Yeah, same. Like, it's frustrating sometimes to be a fan of metal, but also have to acknowledge that, like, a lot of what's popular sometimes just, like, it's like, hey, like, these people are adhering to, like, a stereotype, and they're not putting, like, a unique spin with their own talent, and they're just giving people exactly what they want.
Yeah, like, that's one of the reasons why I really like Ice Nine Kills, is, yeah, there's a lot of their songs that it's just a lot of screaming, but they are really talented writers, because, like, every one of their songs on their last 2 or 3 albums is it's inspired by a horror movie of some point, and then one of their albums, it was all based on, like, books.
Themed metal is probably the best in general. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I've had a lot of fun with pirate metal, Viking death metal,
Yeah.
and I don't know what the proper term would be for it, but, like, I would consider Avatar to be like a carnival core, basically.
Yeah. They were dope
But,
to see
like,
live, too.
Yeah, I'm
Music's
really upset
always-
I didn't get to see them live.
Music's always, like, super fascinating, because, like, a lot of people, like, I never understood people who are just like, oh, I like this genre and this genre. Like, when people ask me what my favorite music is, it's like, dude, that's a fucking difficult-ass question, because on one hand, I like 3 Days Grace, I like Breaking Benjamin, I like all that shit that you would hear in a Hot Topic, right? But I also like fucking, like, Lorde and Lady Gaga, and,
Lady
Good music.
Gaga's music, like, slaps, like...
Good
like,
music
does.
transcends
I
genre.
don't fuck with, like, all of her lyrics, but, like, there's not a song that she has that, like, the fucking rhythm, or like the people who don't know music, the beat, which is the wrong thing to say because all songs have beat. It's the rhythm that they are going in. But like every one of the fucking instrumental pieces of Lady Gaga's songs are fucking slap like a motherfucker.
Yeah, but like I said and got talked over, good
Sorry.
music, good music transcends genre.
Yeah, exactly. Like a lot of my favorite bands, like if you were to ask me what genre, like, you know, 3 Days Grace, oh well, that's rock, alt rock, whatever. But you know, Nirvana's definitely like grunge. But like if you were like, oh, what's Paramore? I'd be like pop, rock, pop, fucking alt rock. I don't know. Fuck. Like, it's hard to like. That's how you know a band is good
Alternative.
when like they get like Gorillaz, right? Gorillaz shifts genre like every other fucking song. Feels like. Really like
I
Gorillaz.
fuck with the Gorillaz.
Yeah.
They're fun.
Gorillaz are awesome, dude. I think my favorite song by them is either Melancholy Hill, Rhinestone Eyes, which are from the same one, or their newest album. I think it might be their newest. Cracker Island is also really good. I mean, you can't like. I mean, you know, Dirty Harry and Clint Eastwood are also fucking like, dude. The second I was like, "What's my favorite?" Dude, I was like,
so hard.
I was like, "What's my favorite Gorillaz song?" And I named one of them, and then I had to name like 7 more because I'm like, "Wait, what the fuck is my favorite Gorillaz song?" They have really good music. I really like Elena Sigmund, who's like done all the like Black Ops Zombies Easter egg songs. Weren't Avenged Sevenfold. It's the chick who sings them, and like I like her because she goes from like singing to screamo like in the same verses, and it works really well.
That takes a lot of talent.
It does. It's fucking the dude.
It's like
you gotta
we've
know
talked about
exactly
this
when to
before.
breathe to do that.
Yeah, because sorry.
No, you're good. I was interrupting you. Go ahead.
She like I think it's Archangel where like it opens up with her singing very like womanly. Like sometimes I hear like I didn't know that it was not a different like I thought it was a dude doing the screamo stuff. Like the first time I heard an Elena Sigmund song, it's like she sings very effeminately and then goes into screaming, and it's like holy fuck, that's the same person. Because
is it kind of like
Archangel
Nightwish?
that opens up. Nightwish.
Like, if I'm thinking of the right band, she like sings like very operatically, and then I think she also screams in that.
Right, like I think it. I don't remember what song I'm thinking of. I know specifically when I think of Elena Sigmund's like normal singing, I think of Archangel because like she has a very good flow at the beginning of that because the lyrics are in disguise, in the skies, sets a fire in my eyes, and it like all like runs into each other very well with the music and backing track. Yeah, exactly. I'll listen to anything if it sounds good. Like I feel like that's like my music like preference is does it sound good? Yeah, cool. Like there's a song I really like.
Does it make me tap my feet? Does it make me want to shake my hips?
Yeah, exactly. Like I really like yeah, does it give me
Does
a
it give
boner?
me- yeah.
Dude, I swear to God, I was playing Red Dead Redemption. And I got into Mexico, and it plays, you know, Jose Gonzalez Far Away, and dick hard as a rock the entire song.
Your dick got hard to fucking hammer and a nail.
Well,
Or
let
whatever
me have
that
a rule
song
in a
is.
song. It's called the house building. Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
dude, I was playing that game, and I'm
That
like,
song's really funny though. I do like that song, ironically.
well, let me have a ruler and saw on a board, and I'll cut
Cut
it. No, I'm
it.
just- Dude, dick was so
Rigged
hard that
up.
like all the blood rushed from my head, and I went brain dead for like
I
3
passed
minutes.
out.
Yeah, I passed out, dude. I woke up and like John was just standing over the thing, ready to hammer it, and the song was over.
I woke up and I was all sweaty and shit. Like whenever you wake up at 3 a.m. and Lowrider's playing and you don't know if it's 3 a.m. or 3 p.m. and you're all dehydrated and sweaty.
Dude, I was surprised. I was at work today, and over like the work radio thing that they have, they played fucking Lord Royals, and I was like, oh fuck, I love this song. A lot of my friends, like, anytime I'm like, yeah, I like Lord, I like Lady Gaga, it's the most typical like guy response you can ever get to saying you like something like that. Gay. But
I mean, to be fair, if you like country music past like 95, like that's the worst genre to like.
okay. You say past
You're allowed
95,
to like
I think
country
you...
music, but if you like it's just the pop that has a southern twang to it, then don't like country music. You like
I would recommend,
like that's...
if you guys like country music, you guys should check out First Aid Kit. It's these sisters, duo of sisters. You've probably heard a few of their songs before. Like, Stay Gold is popular, Wolf is popular, can't think of any others. Silver Lining, I guess. You know, I something I'm kind of embarrassed. I found out about The Weeknd through Fortnite, and I really like his music now.
I mean, to be fair, there's a lot of bands I've gotten into in my adulthood. That's just me, like, looking up soundtracks from games that came out in, like, 1998. That's how I discovered this really cool band called The Tea Party that's now one of my favorite bands.
I got into I got into metal from a video game. Because I've always liked the aesthetic of, like, old school metal albums. And
yeah.
there was this game that came out in the mid-2000s, early 2000s, called Brutal Legend. And basically...
I want to play that someday. It's a cool-looking game.
It's cool looking. The game itself is fine. It's one of those games that it was advertised to be one thing and it turned out to be something different, and
Like Spec Ops: The Line.
But not in a good way, in my opinion. No, because it was meant to be kind of like a God of War-ish game, like a hack and slash. You know,
isn't it
everything
like an RTS? Like,
yeah, after like the first hour or so of gameplay, it's now an RTS. And it's
dumb.
on console.
I still want to play it because of like Jack Black and Ozzy Osbourne and Lemmy and
Lemmy. I'm sure there's other ones, but yeah, they all
Lemmy,
play.
like, as in the fucking British dude?
yeah, Lemmy Kilmister.
Yeah,
Kill
Motorhead.
Mister, Kilmister, Motorhead. Ace of Spades. Don't demonetize me.
They're not going to demonetize you. I don't
You
think
didn't
hit
sound
that
anything
note.
like Lemmy, so I don't
I was
think.
gonna say, I don't think you hit that
Also,
note, my guy.
I think you have to be. I think it has to be more than like 5 seconds, so I think you're fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that was the first time I heard of a band called 3 Inches of Blood. Which they also did some themed metal. Which the person they have screaming in their songs, I think after the first album or second album, he had to leave the band because he fucked up his vocal cords.
That happens a lot.
And I think they replaced him, but they didn't replace him with another screamer.
They replaced him with just some guy.
Like, they replaced him with another vocalist, but I don't think they scream, or they don't scream nearly as much.
Right.
Which,
They're
to
not
be
gonna blow
fair,
out his vocal
the
cords.
style of screaming he did, it's all throat. It will fuck up your vocal cords if you do it for a long period of time.
Yeah. No, it's funny though that you mentioned like getting into music through games, because the band I just mentioned, First Aid Kit, I got into because of Tales from the Borderlands. There's been plenty of bands that I've gotten into just simply because of a game.
Cage the Elephant, Borderlands 1.
Yeah, Cage the Elephant.
That got a lot of people into Cage the Elephant, like
that song
like,
fucking
the
slaps,
heavy
though.
as well. Yeah, the heavy as well though. Like, they do like all the Borderlands stuff too, and like they're fucking awesome. But Tales from the Borderlands, like the end credit scene was First Aid Kit's Silver Lining, and that like I was like, man, this is cool. And I looked at the band, and now I own like 3 of their fucking CDs. So,
another game series that got me into, not into specific bands, but just opening my mind to different genres. The Persona series. Persona 3 has like a rap music aesthetic, just most of their music. Persona 4 has like a J-pop kind of theme, and Persona 5 has like a jazz theme. And like, even if you're not into those music, those songs fucking slap.
Yeah, dude, Persona 5's Last Surprise, like, I mean, fuck, man, that thing is dude. I didn't like jazz that much, and then I watched La La Land with Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone. I didn't for the longest time, and like then I watched La La Land with Ryan Gosling in it, and like, dude, it's so good. I've just been listening to bad jazz, dude.
Yeah. I said, like, it doesn't matter what kind of music you like, what music kind you prefer. You find a good enough song, you're not gonna care what genre it is.
Yeah, somebody somewhere is writing good music in a genre that you either perceive as bad or is objectively bad, such as pop country.
Dude,
what about country rap? That's pretty bad too.
Country rap's hella bad. Dude, no, Cell Dweller. I got into Cell Dweller through Dead Rising because he does a lot of the boss fight themes.
I mean, to be fair, the boss fight themes in like the first 3 Dead Risings are really good, but 2 in general is like got such a good soundtrack.
2 is a lot of Cell Dweller. He did the Magician's theme, which is Switchback. He did Eon, which is Brandon's theme. He did.
Did he do Randy's theme?
Which one was Randy? What's his theme?
I have no idea what his theme is. I just know he's the sexual predator.
Yeah. My favorite theme, unfortunately, wasn't Cell Dweller, and I can't ever find this band. I've never been able to find it. Like, I don't think they ever listed who did it. Was in the Dead Rising 2 Off the Record DLC. You fight Chuck Green, and his theme, Firewater.
Yeah.
It's a fucking banger, dude.
Which, like, by the way, that alternate take of Chuck Green losing his daughter and having the doll, like, is so sad, but also so good.
So sad. Dude, it's also so funny because you meet him, and he's like, get the hell away from my bike, and you're like, oh shit, like, and like, it's Chuck Green, and he's like, oh, sorry, buddy, I thought you were a nut bar. I've been dealing with nut bars all day. Like, you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like, it's so good. It's so properly unhinged. Like, the guy who voices Chuck Green is a treasure.
He is. Dude, I mean, he did good, because Frank and Chuck actually meet each other, like, canonically at the end of... fuck, what's that?
He did good in Dead Rising 3 as well.
Yeah, when he comes back. There's this chick, Casey Lee Williams. She does the music for the show Ruby. Or she did, because I think they're canceled now because Rooster Teeth shut down.
I think they're finishing, like, the last season of it to quote-unquote finish the story.
That is going to be a rush job then, holy shit.
Same with, well, I know they're doing it for Red vs. Blue, but I have no idea. Like, I think they're doing something for Ruby.
Maybe, we'll see. But Casey Lee Williams did the music, and she did a cover of Last Surprise that was really good, because we were talking about that. I'm scrolling through my music fucking playlist right now, trying to see if there's any other things I got from video games. I mean, also, like, just in general video game music, like, music people make for games.
Slaps.
Like, I'm not sure if you guys have ever played A Hat in Time. The music and all that, and that's also, like, really good. Fucking Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. I don't care.
It's got a really good soundtrack.
That game's not a Metal Gear game to me. I don't like it. But
I didn't. No, you're misquoting me. Nah, the matter of fact, I'm using a censor. You're misquoting me. Like, never said that's a bad game.
You're a.
I'm just saying that it's not a true Metal Gear game, like anytime we've talked about it.
The music in it's great, okay.
It's great, and it's a good game, and I legitimately like it.
I like it.
Don't misquote me, faggot.
Okay. Akira Yamaoka. I'm sure we can all agree that Akira Yamaoka fucking slaps with every single Silent Hill song he's ever made, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Andrew, have you played the Silent Hill games? I don't know if you have or not.
1, 2, 3.
He enjoys them a lot.
I've played most of them.
He sees himself inside a pyramid head. Not inside. It's not one.
Pyramid Head is not a bottom. If
I
Pyramid
look
Head...
in the mirror and I see myself inside your mom, Caden.
Seems like it'd be a very uncomfortable fuck.
I mean, have you ever looked in the mirror like Christian Bale style, American Psycho, and fucked? It's pretty good.
Actually, if not, no.
Man, you're missing out.
I'm sure I am. Yeah.
You're missing out on all the good shit.
A lot of indie games have great music, like Dredge. When I played that had some really good music.
Brave Fencer Musashi, my favorite little darling gem, has got some really fucking dope music too.
I know they're not indie, but like most games that Remedy puts out, they have like
Dude.
they have like an in-studio band. Like they're a real band.
The fucking Old
Poets of
Gods of
the Fall.
Asgard is their fake name.
Yeah. Poets of the Fall is their real name, and then the Old Gods of Asgard is like their in-game name.
Yeah, and dude, they did fucking the Alan Wake song, Herald of Darkness, and that song is so good. But also, like, even in Remedy games, like, they have... you played Quantum Break, right?
I have not beat the last boss because he is fucking stupid.
Right, but you've gotten through all the chapters. Like, that's
I'm
how I
at
got
the
into
final
Paramore.
boss.
I got into Paramore because at the end of Chapter 2 it plays Paramore's Now, you know, and that got me into Paramore. Days Gone is an awful, shitty game, but it has some good music in it that they use. Like, they use a lot of
love
Xander
Days
Reese.
Gone.
I want to play
Why?
that game.
I love Days Gone. I've heard it was nothing but shit.
But you haven't played it? Okay, Lauren.
Yeah, so when Days Gone was announced, I'm like, okay, it's an open world zombie survivor game. Okay, this is just gonna be trash. It's just gonna be trash. They're putting it out because this is what's gonna sell. And then it's like, huh, I don't have any games to play right now. Hey, it's on sale for $30. Sure, I'll buy it. I bought it, played it for a couple of hours, and it's like, okay, this is actually like, this story is interesting. Like, it's not like your standard. It's not a lazy open world zombie game like I thought it was gonna be.
From my understanding, the shortcomings of that game stem from it's basically a AA game, and the budget like shows like via or did show in the early like release version of the game, like with the performance.
I don't remember having any performance issues. I know one of the big problems people had was the motorcycle that you get, like, it drives like a real motorcycle. It doesn't handle very well off-road.
Right.
And it's also very much a gas guzzler, so like you're gonna be filling up the tank quite a bit. But once you upgrade it, it's fine. Like all those problems completely go away. And one of the funnest things is there are hordes of zombies.
Funnest isn't a word; it's most fun.
Shut up.
Man, proven that you are actually, in fact and indeed, a goddamn Nazi.
A grammar Nazi at that. I don't hate
Still
Jews.
a Nazi. Still a Nazi.
Anyways, like, there's hordes of like literally hundreds of zombies that just kind of roam around in certain spots, and they act more or less like a hive mind. So when you get close to them, they all just try to fucking swarm you.
They all just rage.
I don't know if you guys are looking intensely at my gameplay right now.
No,
but But Tails just said, "Hey, carrier changed shapes. Did you notice that?" And Sonic was looking at him with the squinted eyes, and just looking down and be like, "No shit, Captain Obvious." And then he immediately switched to the positive mode because canonically Tails is basically a kid that like idolizes Sonic, and he's like, "I can't be a dick."
Yeah. But I've only heard bad things about Days Gone. I guess it's not fair for me to. That's all I heard was that it wasn't that good, but.
I liked it.
I would like to play it at some point.
Like, it's not my favorite game, but it's definitely, like, if you can get it for...
Better than...
It's a lot better than what I expected it to be.
Right.
Like
It's got a meaningful story. Like, I know that much about it.
Yeah.
I
So,
think-
like one of the spots that got me like actually feeling something, which doesn't happen a lot in video games, because I'm a jaded piece of shit.
Because he doesn't have any feelings.
They got killed off by society.
Just
But-
like the unicorns.
Society, Batman.
Yeah, we live in one. But probably about 3/4 of the way through the game, I'm gonna back up. So the whole point of the game is, I think the guy's name is Deacon.
Yeah, Deacon.
The zombie apocalypse happened. Him, his buddy from the biker gang, and his girlfriend or fiance, they got separated in the escape. And when the game starts, it says at the top, like, 80 days gone. It's so many days since the apocalypse happened, he's been separated from his girlfriend. This entire time, he's been looking for her.
Yeah.
About 3/4 of the way through the game, you end up finding her, and you find out she's been working at this camp trying to find a cure to the whole thing. And she takes you out to like this research center that she thinks might have some answers, and you get attacked by these zombies that were children when they turned. And
Right.
your character up until that point has been, killing everything left and right, not thinking about it, because they're undead, they're monsters now. And she refers to it as a child, because that's what it was before the virus took over. And the whole time during that mission, he's like, okay, why are we even doing this? We shouldn't be trying to cure this. We should be trying to make sure nobody else dies from it, rather than revert everything back to normal. And so she refers to it as a kid, and then after that point, he kind of has an epiphany, and he's like, okay, maybe I should start helping her. And she realizes, like, you're helping me now. What changed? It's like, because up until this point, that has been a zombie to me. We need to cure this, because you're right. That was somebody's kid.
Yeah, that's a really good. I mean, it's still like always good to give like morals to a character who didn't really have like morals at like a certain point.
Which, like, to be fair, in a zombie apocalypse, like that's
Morals
absolutely
can get you killed for sure.
Well, like, you're gonna be so stressed out that you're not thinking about the small things like that anymore, and like it's realistic to believe that a good person would like have that
Even
point
after
of
that,
view.
like, you've killed hundreds of these things. Like, the first, say you kill like 100 fucking adult zombies, then you get to your first kid, right? You're already so desensitized at that point. It's like when he plays, it's like Lyle's rat story where he like just smashed it with a belt buckle and felt nothing because he had already killed so many rats at that point.
I love that story.
It's so good. It's a good story. Tony Hawk games always have fantastic music, obviously. But I think one of my favorite examples of a video game soundtrack ever, I got Andrew to play Wasteland 3, and I told him, yeah, holy shit, they killed Jarrett moment was like the part that hooked me because of like how they do it. You're talking to this dude, and he's like, the deluge of blood is coming, and no one's gonna save. And like you see half his face get blown off, and his redneck buddy goes, "Holy shit! I don't kill Jarrett!" And like combat starts, and it's like a turn-based sort of like Baldur's Gate gameplay style, and it starts playing a church hymn called. I'm sure you guys at least know the church hymn, "Blood of the Lamb," right?
I've probably heard it.
Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Are you clean
Yeah.
and spotless? Yeah. So it's that. It's a post-apocalyptic sort of rendition of it. So it's like this juxtaposition, because it's like instead of being like, "Are you clean and spotless?" It's "Are your guns clean and spotless? Are they white as the snow? Are they washed?" And like stuff like that, talking about like your gear and your armor, and like it's really good, and they do that throughout the entire thing. Every single fight, every single important fight has a backing track of music Every single backing track of music is church hymn. Like later on, you can meet this girl called Lucia Weston, and you go to meet her. Like you go to do something with her, blah blah blah, and you find these church kids she went to with or whatever. It's like, oh yeah, we're sorry we had your family killed, Lucia. And she's like, wait, you fuckers did it? And you can be like, hey, look, they're not worth it. Don't do it. Or if you're an evil bastard like me, and Andrew, I'm assuming you also killed them all?
I don't think so. I think I did the good guy thing.
I did not. I was evil.
I tend to play the good guy the first time through my games.
I mean, they killed her family. I felt like the good thing would be let her get the revenge, right? And so I was like, well, Lucia, blow his fucking brains out. And she does it, and then like combat starts with all these like people, and it plays as I walk down in the valley to pray. Like every single fight that has important significance to either a character or the story plays a church hymn, and it's fucking badass. Oh May Cry also has an insane soundtrack.
What is it?
I will say on your thing about usually playing the first playthrough as good, it's so rewarding when you do it that way, because whenever you do your second playthrough and you know who the annoying characters are, like
You can kill
like,
them,
you kill them and don't feel bad about it at all.
I mean, I've been playing Baldur's Gate 3, and like I had to go back 2 hours because I killed everyone in the Grove the second I got there, on accident.
He committed war crimes on accident. It's okay. He didn't mean it.
I made it.
He didn't mean to use the white phosphorus on the civilians.
He made a fucksy wucksy.
They turned us into fucking murderers! Be over there twiddling my thumbs.
To be fair, good story, bad game.
Yeah.
Which game?
Spec Ops.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Good story, bad game engine, bad gameplay, like...
I like Gears of War, so like it was nothing fucking to cough at, but like it's fine.
Like it was deliberately made on an older engine.
I wanted to like Gears of War. I really did.
It was fun with a couple buddies and some drinks. But then again,
if the game actually worked when the third game was out, maybe I could have actually enjoyed the story of Gears of War, but due to the game just not letting me progress, I said that, wow, these games actually suck dick, and all these monster drinking fucking hole punching Kyles like really don't know anything about gaming.
That's fair.
Everyone's entitled to their shit opinion.
Look, this is what I'm saying though, dude. So if I have a game that's critically acclaimed and the third one is out and I am soft locked and I can't continue, is it a good game?
I don't know. I wanted to get into Cyberpunk, but I'm not gonna say Cyberpunk was a bad game because the 2 hours I got to play of it before my game kept fucking up was phenomenal. And like genuinely, like once again, we talked about this on the podcast before. Jenny in the darkness, when her brains get blown out, and like you've known this character for 20 minutes tops, if that, and definitely not that. It's fucking depressing.
She feels like a real character, and that's one of the main reasons. She doesn't feel like she's just tacked on to make you feel something. She feels real and genuine. Like you can tell it. She actually
feels authentic. She feels human.
Yes.
And like once again, like it's already like a gut punch because like, oh, not Jenny, but then his immediate reaction, instead of being like, oh, I'm gonna fucking make them pay, Jenny, I'm gonna, just turns around and blows his brains out. It's like, holy fuck.
Yeah. Like
that's a reasonable reaction. Like that was his only reason to live. That's like, fair. But
another game that gave me that kind of reaction a couple of times, and it was the first Last of Us.
When Sarah dies, that's sad.
That was probably the closest I've been to crying to a video game since the Walking Dead point-and-click game, because the end of that game was really sad. And then later, when you meet the other group of survivors, Sam and Henry, I think their names were.
In
the first Last of Us.
The little kid and
the little kid and his big brother.
Yeah.
And, you find out that he got bit and he's hiding it. And then the next day he turns, Joel shoots him, and then instead of being mad at Joel, he just takes the gun to himself.
Kills himself. Yeah.
Yeah. It's very good. Like, it's a very
and it was another
thing,
one of those. It was another one of those sections, like in The Last of Us 2, where I keep forgetting his name.
Joel. His name's Joel.
Not Joel. Dina's friend
Guys,
that
the
comes
password
find
might
you.
be Eggman.
God, what is his name? I always blank out on it. But he comes to find you two, and when Abby finally meets up with your group, like, he's killed off, like, very unceremoniously, and there's no like,
Jesse.
fanfare to it. Thank you,
About
Jesse. There's no fanfare to it, and I absolutely love it when it's done right.
Yeah.
And the
Killing
moment
a character unceremoniously, like, doing it right, like Lenny in Red Dead Redemption 2, right?
Oh, yeah, because
When it feels like
during
it's true to
gameplay.
life. When it feels like it's true to life, where it's like, hey, like, I know that we're telling a story and events, like, are meant to be embellished and there's supposed to be satisfying endings and all of that, but, like, when something's true to life and, like, it actually works, like when Lenny gets shot, like, it comes off so well.
So how many times did you reload to try to save Lenny?
Like 10, dude. Fucking 10. That's how, like...
I think I did 3 before I realized there's nothing you can do.
I was in denial for a bit.
Yeah, I did 2 or 3 times as well. Because, Hosea dies in a cutscene. Every other character dies in a cutscene. Lenny dies in gameplay.
Yeah, no. Like, I thought you could save Lenny. But the point I was making was Cyberpunk, Jackie Wells.
That was sad.
Yeah.
Jackie Wells, for, I'd argue, roughly 30 minutes of gameplay. Because, like, it probably takes 2 hours to get there, but, like, 30 minutes of those 2 hours is spent with Jackie.
It depends if you're doing side quests and stuff. Like,
True.
Like, because he's
don't let
there
you
for
explore
a
much
lot
in
of
the-
stuff.
Yeah, they don't let you open up, like, too much in that first area, though. Like, you get only the small little plain area before they sandbox. Let you do the sandbox stuff. But either way, Jackie was such an interesting, compelling, likable character, and then you get to the fucking limousine thing, and, like, you're in there, and you're like, oh, hang in there, Jackie, we're gonna blah, 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 and he, like, his death was so fucking depressing, and then just having the automated Delamain, I'm afraid Mr. Wells has passed. It's like, no, dude, fuck.
Yeah, give me some time to mourn, Jesus.
It's immediately like, oh, well, where do you want him? It's like, what do you mean, where do I fucking want him, you prick? I want him back.
You're a robot, you get electricity, fucking zap his heart, what do you mean?
I don't think zapping your heart works for a bullet wound, unfortunately.
I mean,
You won't know until
there's
you try.
there's like adrenaline and stuff, because there's a woman that, like, jumped out of a plane and both her chutes failed, and the only reason why she lived is because she landed on an anthill, and it was a fire anthill, so they kept on biting her, and her body kept on producing adrenaline, so that she can actually, like, make it to the hospital.
That's fucking crazy. Does that mean if someone's, like,
maybe
dying, just stab them a few times?
There
With a
was
very
a
small
guy. So do you know anything about Whitey Bulger at all, or no?
No.
Anyway, he was this Irish mob boss in Boston, and one of the ways that he killed somebody was he took a ball-peen hammer and he smashed every one of his individual bones, and every time the dude was going to pass out and die, he'd inject him with cocaine. So that
fucking Christ.
Yeah, so that he'd be aware and he can have more bones broken and feel all that pain.
What did the guy
But
do
Whitey
to
Bulger
him?
ended up being an informant, and he got his face beat in by a locksock at like 92, so,
How does
Don't
a
do
fucking...
crimes.
I thought if you're an informant, you're not allowed to, murder people?
he turned informant after all that.
Right.
But he was super intelligent too, because like there was 2 occasions where somebody won the lottery and he went to their house and he said, "Hey, listen, before you go and like turn in that lottery ticket, give me that lottery ticket. I'm going to give you the cash, and like it'll be like you won the lottery." But the reason why he did that was he can prove that he won the lottery twice and get the tax write-off for it, and it was a money laundering scheme. Fantastic. Actually worked.
So he gave the people the money, but
he got the ticket, so basically like it was a way for him to explain, hey, this is why I have all this money.
Right, that's clever.
Still a really shitty person, but I do gotta respect, like, that was intelligent.
Well, yeah, no, anyone who beats someone with a ball peen hammer to kill them, and then also, like, injects them with cocaine to keep them alive so he can keep killing them is pretty fucked up.
Look, we don't know what that guy did. Maybe that guy did touch some kids.
Is that why he did it? He accused them of being a child predator?
I've no clue. I literally have no clue.
You fucking Mick fuck. Creased my Jordans. He just fucking beats him with the...
The fucking stupid Boston Lager commercial. Your
Boston.
cousin,
Your cousin
from Boston,
and
fucking crush. Ah!
just like a fucking horrid crunch and just... Ah!
Courage the Cowardly Dog scream.
Tom and Jerry ass scream.
Yeah.
And then just like a stim pack noise. That's cocaine. Your cousin from Boston.
If I'm to continue, I need to change this ship.
Your cousin from Boston, and it just cuts to like a fucking hate crime committed by Mark Wahlberg.
I mean, to be fair, Mark Wahlberg is probably very capable of committing hate crimes.
Did a hate crime.
Did he?
Yeah.
Did he build a prison?
What hate crime did Marky Mark commit?
Marky Mark assaulted a Chinese man, I want to say. I just
For
looked
being
up
Chinese,
Marky Mark.
or he happened to be Chinese, because one of those makes it a hate crime, the other one doesn't.
Mark Wahlberg hate crime. I almost looked up Marky Mark hate crime because you said Marky Mark.
Yeah. Marky Mark, Mark Wahlberg.
They're the same individual.
Mark Wahlberg went to jail for committing hate crimes against 2 Asian men when he was 16 years old. Apologized for the crimes many times. Okay. What did he do?
He committed it when he was
mom.
16.
Yeah, like, I'm not saying, like, I mean,
He
what
was
he
a
did was
dumb
bad, but
kid
I'm
at
not
that
saying, like,
point.
I was gonna say he shouldn't be ostracized for it.
Yeah, I think that if you've committed, like if you've done something and you've obviously grown up, then, like, you shouldn't be held to that standard, like, after X amount of time. Like, if you're no longer the same person anymore, like, how's that fair?
So, 1988, Wahlberg assaulted a Vietnamese man named Thon Lam while trying to steal beer in Dorchester, Massachusetts. He hit Lam with a 5-foot wooden stick, and Lam was hospitalized. Wahlberg then went up to another Vietnamese man, Hoa Trinh, asking for help, but punched Trinh in the eye. He also used explicit language and made crude remarks against Asians. So technically it was an assault, but it became a hate crime the second he them.
You want to see a hate crime?
When he was 14, he was charged with criminal contempt for violating the prior civil rights injunction that he and 2 friends were issued in 1986 after throwing rocks at a group of mostly black 4th graders on a beach.
Could this be the same face?
Oh god, Mark Wahlberg did a lot when he was 14 and 16.
What a terrible child.
Yeah, not cool, Marky Mark.
If he's your
I
friend,
must
Not
say
cool, Marky
Froggy.
Mark.
just leave it to me.
There he is. Look at him.
Now I have 6 of the Chaos Emeralds. There's only
We
one
got
more
Froggy
left.
and we got Big the Cat.
I even found Chaos's missing tail.
And
You
we
won't
even
get
got
away with this,
Froggy.
you madman.
They really need to make
Big the
do
Cat,
an
like-
Easter egg where Big the Cat comes into screen just dressed as Duke Nukem.
That'd be
I
quite funny.
wish.
I have a question. I'm not trying to be offensive. Is Big the Cat a canonically?
He's slower. Yeah, like he's slower. Oh, I think I remember what I'm supposed to do. Not that. I think I'm supposed to... something like that. Yeah.
Should we wrap up after you finish this level? I'm assuming that's this boss fight, and then it's over.
Yeah, I think that's a good stopping point.
Yeah, that's not a bad stopping point, because I legitimately don't remember if there's more of Sonic's story anymore after this or not.
Oh, dude, if you switch to Amy, can you give us an upskirt? I mean, why
Oh,
the fuck would you say
absolutely.
that, Andrew? Why would you say that, Andrew?
Absolutely.
Not only are you
love
furry,
catering
you're
to my
a pedophile
incel
furry.
friends.
Why do you want to see Amy's vajayjay?
Look, have you ever jerked off before? It's
Yes.
pretty great.
Just ask your fucking dad.
Man,
How about we ask
that's
your
a
dad?
terrible joking session.
Your dad. No, your dad saw me at the zoo and he went, "Get a load of this," while I was jerking off. Do you think your dad would make fun of me for being
On
You
the
know.
spectrum? Yeah. Sorry, I had to.
What about the other thing? Would he call me the F slur as well?
I don't think I've ever heard him say that.
I heard my dad say the N word a couple of times.
My dad definitely said that. My dad is, man, I'm gonna vilify and ensure that I never can reveal my full name ever, but my dad definitely told me once, if I'm, not once, but like multiple times, and as recently as a couple years ago, if you bring home a black girl, I'm not gonna treat her the same as if you bring home a white girl.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
To be fair,
I mean,
I'm glad my grandpa passed before my brother came out.
Fair.
That's fair.
Because
My
I remember when he was still before he came out, he was dating this girl who was Mexican, and he brought her to one of our yearly Christmases, and my God, the amount of slurs I heard come out of my grandpa's mouth was, I mean, it was funny because I was like
an edgy
a teenager at that point, and you know, like, slurs are funny when you're a teenager.
But looking back on it, you're like, wow,
But yeah,
you really
like-
did just call her a I don't remember what the movie is. It's about there's a kid and like a mobster takes a liking to him, and he also dates a black girl. My dad was watching that movie and I walked in. He goes, "Caden, promise me one thing." I go, "Okay." "Never date a black girl." And I go, "Okay, Dad." What the fuck? And like, I'm like 4, by the way.
So, when I was like 6, I went to the public swimming pool, and the town I grew up in was like 75% Mexican, and it's a really cool town. And like my dad still lives there, and
Probably
like,
can score
they're
a lot
all
of
really
heroin
cool
there.
people. Maybe they're all
Maybe.
really cool people though. Like everyone was super nice to me, but
They call you
at the
Little
public
Widow?
no at the public swimming pool, my brother, mind you, I'm 6 years old, says, "Hey, that one kid's being mean to you. You should do something about it. You want to do me a favor, little bro? You need to call that boy a in front of everyone."
Oh my
And
god.
so 6-year-old me did it because 6-year-old me didn't know what that
Doesn't know
word
any better.
was.
Yeah.
Didn't know what that word was at all. So
I
like
remember-
for like a year I was a little racist kid, even though I only said like that one thing that nobody like until I was in my teenage years told me what it fucking meant.
Whatever. That reminds me. This one time it was 3rd grade or whatever, and I'm going around the neighborhood with my friend, and like, I don't even remember what it was, but some teenager. Well, teenagers were always so mean to me for no reason, but this teenager comes up to me, and all he says is, "You look like a little," And I go, okay. And then I keep playing Star Wars with my friend. And so later on, when I when I go home, I'm like, hey mom, what's a faggot? And she's like, what? What'd you just say to me? I'm like, you know, like what is it? It's just like, where'd you hear that? I was like, oh, the kid from across the street called me that. And he was like, I'm gonna go talk to his mom.
Yeah, I'm gonna go talk to that parent now.
And that is when I kind of figured out, oh,
That's not a good thing to say.
it's not a good thing to say. Yeah, no,
I shouldn't have said the no words.
I shouldn't have said it. No, like it's just like it's so baffling to me.
Especially
that,
on stream.
he being like a third grader, right? Like I'm 8 years old. Like, how are you, a fucking like 18, 17-year-old, gonna walk up to a little kid and call them that? That's so fucked up. And like, what the fuck? Like, you're a piece of shit, man. Like, don't
To
bully
be fair,
shit,
were
man.
you being annoying? Were you like following him around little brother mode and like not leaving him alone?
No. He like, me and my friend were in his front yard, as in my friend's front yard, not this kid's front yard, playing with lightsabers like an 8-year-old would. And this kid comes out to get the mail for his mom or something, looks at me and goes, "You look like a," and like, it's like, dude, like, what did I do to you? What did I do to you? It was
You
uncalled for.
existed.
I simply, dude, that's not the only time like an older kid called me that. I was wearing like a red, white, and blue fedora one year, like during like 4th of July, because I'm a little
Sounds
kid.
like you deserved it already.
And I like Indiana Jones. I like Indiana Jones. That's why I wore the fedora, because I was like, oh, it's like Indiana Jones, and it was like red, white, and blue fedora, and it had like lights on it, like for 4th of July. And 3 kids come over and they go, "Oh, that's a nice hat." And I go, wait a minute. I go to say thanks, and then I'm like, wait a minute.
Hold on a second. I don't think he meant that.
You know, me being, by the way, I'm not sure if the audience knows this, me being pansexual, that word doesn't super get to me. I don't really super care about it. It's like, it's a funny haha. Like, don't go around using it to spread hate. You know, that's fucked. That's where it becomes fucked up.
Just call your friends the word.
Yeah, just call your friends it if they're like cool with it. Like, you know, like everyone's gonna react to that word differently, obviously. And like, my thing is if you're gonna, don't be a hateful dick for no reason, especially to a child who's sitting on the bench while like his like, you know, his chaperones are using the bathroom. Like, I'm just sat there waiting, and the kids walk by, nice hat, and it's like, why? What did
Kids
you
are
gain out of
mean.
that?
Like, that's the bottom line. Kids are just fucking mean.
But it's not even that they were
people
kids.
are
They were like
mean.
17, 18.
They're
like,
kids. Those are kids, dude.
I don't know, man. I'm 19.
I still remember about a month ago, I guess, by now, I was leaving the gas station, just getting in my car, and person parked in the car next to me just leans out, just calls me a for no reason. I don't even respond. I just laugh. I still laugh about it because, like,
no, that's it's just like, what?
the
what
guy
is
just
the
doesn't.
point?
The guy doesn't fucking know me, and he calls me a slur. And I'm guessing it has to do with the fact that there's a little bit of pink on my hoodie.
Yeah,
Like that,
dude,
that's the only thing that could.
yeah, no, it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, I was stood outside of my workplace one day waiting for my ride to pick me up.
You
and
sure
this
it
car-
was? Sorry, I'll let you finish, and then I'll
Alright,
say
yeah.
my insult.
And this car with teenagers rolls up, and the window rolls down. He sticks out his head, and he just yells that at me, and then they speed off, and I'm just stood there, and I'm like, hey, like, like,
Nah,
did they
Andrew.
think, like,
Andrew, are you sure it wasn't all the dildos that fell out of your car when you opened the door?
Hey, those weren't mine.
those were mine?
And that's fair.
I don't know. Hate speech is such a weird like thing to me, because it's like,
It's a weird thing for somebody to put their energy into.
that's what I mean. Is it's like if that dude pulled up to Andrew and just like popped out and went gay and then got back in his car, I feel like it has less of an impact. You know what I mean? Like,
Honestly,
like,
I probably
that's pretty-
hurt a little bit more by that for some reason.
For real. Like, I honestly feel like if someone's gonna insult me and they like dig up an insult from like the 18th century, like if they're like, you fucking clod, that hurts more than just being called a bitch or something. It's like, Really? Claude?
You had to
really?
put a little bit of intelligence into that. A little bit.
You
Like
need to
it's
think
like
about that one.
it's like you're driving down the highway and somebody just flips you off. Like you see that all the fucking time. But somebody drives past you and just gives you the thumbs down. Like that sticks with you a little bit more.
Yeah. No, or like they drive past you and they stick their tongue out at you like, "Meh." Like it's like what? Why? What
And then
did
they
I do?
rear end the car in front of them.
Yeah.
I've seen that happen.
You ever give somebody a pressed fruit bowl?
What? Like where you fucking put your ass cheeks with your nuts and penis against
Yeah.
the? Yeah.
Yep.
No, I've never done that.
That one's effort, and it fucks with people.
Yeah, but
I've never
that's
heard
also
of that
a crime.
before.
Well, I mean, you keep your underwear on.
Well, then they can't see your nuts.
Man, that sounds like a you problem.
How tight are your underwear, dude?
Sounds like somebody's just got tiny nuts.
Yeah. Like somebody just isn't filling their underwear up yet.
My mutts, my nuts. Shit, I fucked it up.
To be fair, your dick and balls do grow until you're 25, and then that stops. And then when you're
Oh,
like
that reminds
40
me,
or
we were talking about
50,
dads
they
earlier.
sag.
Who here has seen their father's dick?
I definitely have, and I hate it.
Seen my dad's dick too. Andrew?
I probably have. I just don't remember if I have or
You
not.
can snort your dad's dick right now, Caden.
Well, if that's what's in the urn, I'm gonna be really upset that they gave me his dick.
Well, I mean, more than
No,
just
it's
the
like-
dicks in there.
I'll have to send you the image of the urn I have because it's like a tiny little urn. It's not like I don't have like the full thing.
It's like the size of like a Coke can, isn't it?
Oh, it's smaller than a Coke can, man. It's like the size of a pencil sharpener.
I hope they gave you his dick.
That'd be so fucked up. Like they specifically chopped that off. Like and
They
throw it
chopped
into the
that off,
incinerator.
cremated just that. They buried the rest of them.
They didn't even bury him, bro. They just burned that motherfucker.
No, they just chopped his dick off, cremated it, and donated the rest of his body to science.
And then science
Imagine
donated it
Something
to
for
Goodwill.
my son to aspire to. That way he knows what a big cock is.
Imagine you're
Imagine
you know,
Dragons.
you're studying to be like a coronary or whatever. It's like you have to give an autopsy to this body, and like kid in the back of the class raises his hand. He's got my dad's body. Yes, Billy. Where's his dick?
In my bedroom.
What do you mean? Where's his dick? What, like the guy walks over. Oh my God! They gave us a body without a penis. Like, yo, teacher man, where's his penis?
Where is
What?
that penis?
Where are you?
Who's that penis?
It's Gyarados.
God. Well, no. What does a fish penis look like?
A fish penis.
They look like fish sticks.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, bro,
Yeah,
like
gay
that
fish?
jigsaw this time. Like, why do you think they call them that? Why do you think they call them fish sticks?
All right.
They
Anyway,
don't
I
just
think
come
we-
from nowhere.
God, I'm a gay fish. Anyway, on
You
that
sure
note,
are.
I think we should end tonight's episode.
Think
I
we
think
should
we've gotten
finish
to that
even.
point.
I'm
I
gonna
think we've
fucking
gotten to the
finish
point.
Your fucking teeth and put you in a Crest 3D white commercial.
I don't think you've got enough in the tank.
Oh,
Cover
I
all
got the
my
spunk.
teeth. I don't think you do. I don't believe
Oh, yeah?
you.
Open wide. You gonna find out.
All right, viewer, this has been Unintentionally Offensive. I'm Andrew.
I'm Eric. And we're gonna come on your teeth.
Stay offended, motherfuckers.